Hello, and welcome. This will be a message straight from Spirit to your ears. This message will take approximately 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. The first message out from Spirit is about your heart chakra, more specifically. What are you doing with your heart right now? Like, is it closed off? Is it open? Are you accepting love from people, or are you afraid to accept love because of what you feel like it comes with? That's the question. And I know it's hard sometimes to distinguish what they call Decepticons from people who are genuine and don't have any alternate intentions, underlying intentions, right? It's really hard to determine sometimes whether or not a person is there for a good reason. Maybe this is why your heart chakra might be closed. But it looks like you desire a union. You desire connections. You desire this. What are you doing? Are you not engaging because your boundaries are not strong enough? Are you not engaging because you feel like if you do, you'll get sucked in and you can't control the situation? Or is your heart chakra closed because you're focused on material things right now and love is just taking a back seat? Very interesting. Oh my God, this is funny. It's funny because I can relate. It's really hard sometimes to balance your life, to do the work, to do self-development. Or when I say do the work, like do your job, do what you came here to help the community with, your specialty. It's hard to do that. Plus, take care of yourself, self-development, making sure that you're eating right, drinking the right stuff, exercising. And then you've got these connections. Your family, loved ones, maybe children, people, friends that you want, or maybe a love interest that you would like to have that you don't have. Or maybe you have one, but it's kind of stale. Remember, these messages are general, so I'm not sure what your particular situation is. And there are lots of people listening to this audio, so you have to kind of take into perspective what it is for you. But the bottom line is that you have some unfulfilled desires that are clogging your heart chakra. And the only way to unclog them is to engage in the very thing that you desire. Sorry for that stutter. But you don't want to suffer the heartache or the loss. Right? Are you closing yourself off because you can't tell the difference between fear and your intuition? Is this a thing right now? Well, I'll tell you this. Fear will have you making rash decisions. Intuition is just a knowing. It's a knowing. It doesn't frighten you. You just know. And your body reacts to it too, I guess. It almost feels like, yeah. It feels like a brick wall of energetic, if that makes sense. Like a brick wall goes up energetically. When it's fear, it feels scary. It makes you fearful. It hits the solar plexus. All right. I think that's the best way that I can describe it. You have to make your own walk. You have to have your own journey with Source, with the universe, in order to know what it feels like for you. Knowing yourself gives you more power to understand yourself and to move in the direction that is best for you. All right? Don't let the heartache and the losses that you've suffered, don't let them have power over you. You do this by allowing whatever happened to you in the past be in the past. Right? Whatever happened to you in the past, let it be in the past. Whatever happened to you in the past, let it be in the past. And you have to operate with a knowing as if those things never happened to you, if that makes sense. Operate with the wisdom you required. I'll rephrase. Operate with the wisdom that you have acquired, minus the negative emotions of the experiences that you have gone through. Does that make sense? Next message, Spirit. Oh, wow, just throw them at me then. I'm going to take this one, Spirit. This one, Spirit. Okay. So if you're in the place, if you are in a place where this is how you feel a little stuck, you feel a little stagnant, right? Just have, I know this word, I know this word kills people, patience. I hate the word too, I ain't gonna lie. Patience though. Patience is so difficult, especially when you desire something, right? You want something so bad, but you feel like it's not coming to you. You feel like you're not getting that thing that you've been petitioning the universe for, that you've been praying to God for, that you've been talking to Spirit about, right? Patience. I promise you, everything does align when it should. If you are walking in Spirit, walking with God, and you're doing what you're supposed to do every day, having good intentions, following through on the things that you know that you're supposed to do to develop yourself, to grow, to develop your family or your children, or to grow a business, or to excel in your career. That stuff cannot go unrecognized. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like there is no way that it goes unrecognized. Even, and this is just for someone who is desiring something so bad, this is even a worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, you die and it is still recognized. At some point, what you're doing is going to be recognized. Now, I'm not saying you have to die for people to realize the contribution that you're adding to this reality. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is there is absolutely no way that if you've been doing all of this stuff that you're supposed to do, that it will not be accounted for in some form, in some shape, form, or fashion. So you just have to continue to be patient and trust God. Trust in what Spirit shares with you, and continue to walk the path. Don't stop before you get to the end of the road. If you knew that you had to walk, not run, but walk a marathon, and at the end of the marathon was your $1 million. You knew that. Like they said, here's the path, here's the journey, this is the race, and at the end of the race, no matter what position you come in, you're gonna get this $1 million. Would you stop because you're tired? Would you give up? I mean, some people would. Some people wouldn't even start. So it's a valid question. How about you? What about you? What's in your heart? What are you made of? This is a test of your spiritual strength at this moment. God don't want no weaklings. Do you want someone that's weak? Do you want someone who's a pushover? Do you want someone who can be swayed by anybody else? We were talking about a relationship, a connection. Do you want that? God don't want that either. So, because we have free will, the testing of your, what's the word? The testing of your intentions, the testing of your faith is not only inevitable, but it's necessary. So take solace in knowing that all of the decisions that you've made thus far have put you in the position you are right now. And although it feels like nothing, or it feels stagnant, or it feels empty. Not maybe void, I don't know, I wouldn't go that far, but maybe you do feel that way. Maybe it feels stuffy. Maybe it feels like you've got too much going on. Yeah, no, void I think is the wrong direction, but maybe it just feels stuffy, and you feel like nothing's moving, nothing's happening, right? You have to bring yourself back to center, because the frequency in which the spirit speaks to you are particular frequencies, and it's not when you are doing negative self-talk. Spirit don't even participate in that kind of thing. Or when your mind is being overshadowed by the demons that are trying to have their way with you. But I want you to know that if you speak those low vibing energies, those harmful frequencies, if you speak them away, if you meditate, if you pray, if you come in gratitude, you can cleanse. You can cleanse those things off of you and out of you. It's a really, really difficult thing sometimes to have to come to the conclusion that all you can do is be patient. That's a really difficult thing. But it's true. There are seasons, ebbs and flows, ins and outs, ups and downs. And a part of that cycle is a waiting period. Right? When you go to the doctor, there's the check-in, and then there's the wait. And there's the get to your room, and then there's the wait. Right? Think about how you feel in those moments when you have to wait. You sitting at the doctor's office like, oh my God, like, when is he coming? When is she gonna get in here? Like, you know. But in those moments, if you find something to do that you enjoy, that time goes by fast. You don't even notice that they're not there until they walk in. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in life. You just have to find things that you enjoy doing in the meantime, and don't overwork yourself thinking that. Don't overwork yourself thinking that it's going to get you what you need sooner. All it's going to do is set you back. And when it's time to rest, you're going to have to rest longer. Right? So, overworking is not going to put you where you want to be. Message, Spirit. Your wishes, your desires, all of them will always come true. Do you understand that? Think about this. Anything that you've ever wanted, and don't attach it to a person, a particular person. Don't do that. But think about your desires as energy. Any energetic desire you've ever wanted, didn't you have it? Maybe when you got it, it might not have been the best thing for you, but you got it. Right? And some of the things that you got caused you some emotional loss, some discomfort, some setbacks because you didn't know yourself at the time to have a desire that's more in alignment with your higher self, that was more in alignment with something that was going to be advantageous for you and your growth, right? So as you grow in spirit, as you grow in cultivating who you are spiritually, there are going to be some things that you're going to still desire that may not be in alignment with your highest good. Now the question is, you've come this far. Do you want those things? If you knew that a desire you had would, excuse my French, would fuck you up, would you keep wanting it? Or would you want Spirit, God, to prevent that from coming to you to harm you because you were just unaware of the consequences of it? Right? You asked God, you asked Spirit to lead you, to guide you. Now, you can step out of Spirit at any moment. You can go on and do whatever you want to do. But if you're asking God, if you're asking Spirit, if you're asking the universe to order your steps and to lay out a path for you that is in and for your highest good, there are going to be some desires that you have because you don't know yourself enough in a particular way that are not going to be good for you. And Spirit, universe is going to redirect you in another way, in another path. And redirection sometimes takes time. Redirection takes time sometimes to align all the pieces, to set the path just right for you. Patience. Whew, that word. So in the meantime, relax. Why are you so, like, now I won't say jumpy. Why are you so eager? What is causing you to move at a pace that is going to overshoot the desires that you are asking for? It's going to make you miss them. Just ride the wave. Ride the wave and enjoy the wave. You enjoy the wave by letting go of the desire that you have in your mind right now. Like, pray about it. Put it out in the universe. Write it down. Let the universe know your request. And let it come back to you. Don't forget the laws. Don't forget the universal laws. They work. They still work even when you're afraid. They still work even when you feel like what you're asking for isn't coming. They still work. And as a matter of fact, you feeling that way is working too. Right? If you throw fear into something or disbelief into something, that works too as a part of the law. So you have to gain control of how you feel. Gain control of your emotions. Gain control by redirecting your attention to something that you actually love and enjoy. You say, well, what if what I want has something to do with my financial situation? Good question. Let's explore it. Well, you must know that requests can be answered right away sometimes. But okay, let me say this right. the response that you get from Spirit or Universe, its clarity and its speed is dependent upon your ability to receive the message. Right? If you're not in a frequency to receive the message, it'll look like it never shows up. That's why you have to relax. If you do not relax, you cannot get the messages as clear and as quickly as you would like. You're a vessel. You're like an antenna. And if you're all like stuffy with fear or discontent, or, just feeling unmotivated. Well, not necessarily unmotivated, but I guess you could feel unmotivated too. But feeling like hopeless. There you go. And then it's going to be much more difficult for you to get that answer that you're looking for from Spirit. That impulse to do something that's going to continuously walk you in the direction to get what it is that you're asking for. Balance is what you need. Drink water. Drink more water. Eat more fruits, more vegetables. And just try to enjoy the task that you know you have to do every day. Take your mind out of it. Take your mind out of it. You're thinking too much. You're thinking too hard, and it's causing undue stress in the body, which is clouding your antenna. It's deceiving you. It's creating an illusion. It's creating an illusion. That's not real. You know God. You know Spirit. You know what miracles have been done for you prior to today. You know those times when you were in a dark night of the soul, or maybe you were just in a place. You know where you've been brought from. Why are you acting like it ain't never happened for you before? And why are you acting like you ain't never felt like this before? You should know now. You should be almost a veteran by now, right? But we forget. We forget. But that's okay. I'm here to remind you. That's what I'm here for. Last message, Spirit. I know you're looking for victory in this hour, in this moment. But you already have it. You already have it. Look, they say that your destiny is preset. That's what they say. But let's say that's true. And let's say your destiny is what it is, but the journey in between is your choice. You're going to get where you're going. Period. Just like death is inevitable, we know that that's what's going to happen. We know that that's your end point, right? But all the choices in between, you're allowed to choose with your free will. It's the same thing. Whatever it is that is laid out for your life, it's the same thing. There is a destination that you just don't know what it is, and that's supposed to be the surprise of life. Like, you're making this too serious. You're getting too serious. And I know you're like, well, life is serious. Only if you say so. And when you make it too serious, you get too stuffy. And when you get too stuffy, you can't get the messages from spirit that you need in your own private time, in your own private life. Right? Lighten up. Have some fun. Put some enjoyment in your day. That's the only way to raise your vibration. That is the only way. That and gratitude. Love, which is what you're blocking off right now because you're worried about your material world. So if you blocking off love because you focusing, then the best thing you can do right now is to be grateful and to have some fun. The impulse will come to you when you're not even paying attention, when you're not thinking about it. You can't ask and then stay in asking to get the receiving of the message, because you're still in asking mode. Ask, walk away, let it go do something else so that you can receive. It's difficult sometimes to break away from those low vibing energies, but you have to do it. There is no other way. There's no other way. I feel like I'm supposed to pull one more for you. Yes. Yes. There is no other way. Go dance. Go sing. Go work out. Clear your vessel so that you feel good. Learn to feel good on the inside. Do whatever it is you need to do to feel good on the inside. Release what you asked for. Go feel good and allow your vessel to clear itself so that you can receive the messages and the impulses from spirit, so that you can get to wherever it is you feel like you need to be, or where you want to go, or that thing you want to get, or that person you want to manifest. Whatever. Do that. I truly, truly hope this has helped you. I know life can really toss us around sometimes, but it's true. It's true. We have to stay clear in our vessels in order to receive the things that we want in a timely manner, that is. All right. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and blessings. Until next time.